Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Gitasha Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 3rd of February. India's Congress and Samajwadi Party hold joint rally in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh province. Afghan CEO office challenges power talks between President Ghani and regional leader. And now for all the details. As election campaign reaches its fever pitch, the Congress and Samajwadi Party alliance is indulging in a show of strength. Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi and Samajwadi Party leader, incumbent Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh province Akhilesh Yadav, held a joint road show in Agra on Friday in a run-up to the provincial elections. This is the second joint road show by the two leaders after the one in Lucknow on 29th of January. The Congress and Samajwadi Party announced formation of alliance last month. Uttar Pradesh province will go to polls in 7 phases starting 11th of February for 403 assembly seats. Other key players in the elections are Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party. Moving on to news from Nepal, the deadlock over Constitution Amendment Bill registered at Nepal's Legislature-Parliament continues to persist as the ruling Communist Party of Nepal, Maoist Centre, and opposition parties are yet to hold serious talks on the issue. Former Prime Minister Baburam Bhattarai has demanded for the amendment in the Constitution for economic development of the country.
Former Nepal Prime Minister and founder of Naya Shakti Party Baburam Bhattarai stressed on the amendment of the constitution to address people of all levels and also for the economic development of the country. Bhattarai had earlier supported the constitution which was promulgated in 2015. He, however, opposed to it and broke away with Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal's Communist Party of Nepal, Maoist Centre, and formed a new party.
But during the promulgation of the constitution, some of the grievances of the Madhesh-based parties and the Janajatis who fought for federal restructuring of the state were not addressed properly. That is why even after more than 1.5 years, the constitution has not been able to be implemented effectively.
Bhattarai said that as the chairman of the Constitutional Committee of the Constituent Assembly earlier, he tried his best to include the demands of the Madhesis, Tharus and Janjatis.
Naya Shakti Party has decided to enter into an working alliance with this federal alliance, including the Madhesh-based parties, so that we can mount pressure on the government to introduce an amendment motion in the parliament to cater the demands of the Madhesh-based parties. Then we can move ahead to our agenda of development and prosperity.
The Constitution Amendment Bill registered in Parliament is aimed at carving out a new province to meet the demands of the agitating Madhesis and other ethnic groups whose protests last year left more than 50 people dead.
Moving on to news from Afghanistan, recently reports emerged of ongoing negotiations between Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and one of Afghanistan's most powerful regional leaders, Atta Mohammad Noor's power sharing. However, CEO Abdullah Abdullah's office has defied the reports.
Afghan Chief Executive Abdullah Abdullah's spokesman Mujibur Rahman Rahimi on Thursday commented on talks on power sharing between President Ashraf Ghani and the CEO. Rahimi said that no individual and no force would be allowed to undermine or move the political share of the CEO to someone else, in wake of reports of ongoing negotiations between Ghani and Noor, the acting governor of Balkh province. Noor, in a recent interview, intended on expanding his horizon into a national role with an eye on national elections due in 2019. Rahimi said that Noor's demands have not been discussed between the leaders of the National Unity Government. Abdullah in recent months has been under mounting pressure from his own colleagues, many of whom consider that he has failed to secure Jamiat's role in politics. The National Unity Government, since its establishment in 2014, has been grappling internal disputes.
Staying on to news from Afghanistan, the girls' Wushu team in Afghanistan is fighting the odds to practice the sport amid threats. Breaking the stereotypes, their trainer hopes to bring medals and glory to the country by their dedication.
On a snowy mountain top to the west of Kabul, a group of Afghan girls practiced the flowing movements of Wushu, a sport developed from traditional Chinese martial arts, stretching, bending and slashing the air with bendable metal foil swords. Seema Azimi, a Wushu trainer, took up the sport in Iran, where she fled with her family to escape conflict years ago and has been teaching in Kabul for about a year, encouraged by her father.
هدف ما هم همین است که شاگردای ما از طبقه اوناس در مسابقات جهانی شرکت کنند و مدال بیاورن برای وطنشان. این بزرگترین آرزوی ماست.
All the girls of the Shaolin Wushu club are from the Persian-speaking, mainly Shia group who have faced a series of bloody attacks claimed by the Islamic State militants over the past year. The girls belonging to the community of more liberal social traditions, however, claim they still receive taunts and harassment.
اولاد ما ناامنی در کشور ماست که ما نمیتونیم به امنیت نداریم که ما بتونیم درست که بریم سر وقت بریم در تمرین خود ادامه بدیم. یعنی خیلی با مشکلات مواجه هستیم، نمیتونیم، یعنی دلش نداریم که بریم در کلاب بریم زیادی وقت.
Seema Azimi's father, Rahmatullah Azimi, says he hopes to see more girls from other ethnic groups join the club. His worries, he says, are offset somewhat by the joy he feels seeing Seema train other girls.
Flowers are food for souls, said a British festival creator Elisa Biondi. The world-famous Botanic Gardens Orchid Festival in London has India as its theme.
Ditching the cold and grey February of London, the glass house in the middle of the Kew Gardens is playing host to vibrant colours of India. India has been chosen as the theme for the 22nd annual celebration of the world's most admired flowers. Life-size models of an elephant, a tiger and peacock, all decorated with orchids, which took a week to build, are sights to behold.
So India is quite an interesting country, and the relationship that the Indian people and their culture have with plants is a little bit special. So we thought that choosing this theme, it will give a chance to Kew to talk about conservation and the importance of plants, but also the importance of the relationship between plants and human beings.
There are 3,600 orchids that make up the exhibit, of which 400 alone are in the impressive centerpiece in the middle of the pond. The Samsar cone represents the constant wheel of the soul in Indian culture. The delicate reflections of the beautiful flowers appear shimmering on the water. Suspended from the ceiling, the orchids twirl slowly in the air, showing off breezy patterns. Teams of expert gardeners and volunteers spent weeks arranging the displays. The orchid species originate from all over the world and include many hybrids. India is a major orchid habitat with many different varieties growing across the country.
Heavy spell of snowfall this season in India's northern Himachal Pradesh province has brought smiles to both locals and tourists. Large crowds have been arriving at the province to enjoy the winter sports.
Hundreds of tourists have been relishing snow adventure sports in India's snow-capped northern Himachal Pradesh province. A large number of tourists have flocked to Kufri town after heavy snowfall since past few days to enjoy snowboarding, skating, sledge rides gondola jaunts, cable car rides and skiing. Temperatures have dropped to sub-zero levels in higher altitudes of the province, covering the entire region with snow.
I want to tell you all that who are watching this can come here and have the wonderful pictures and have wonderful experience.
Youngsters especially cheered on the opportunity to learn skiing by the local trainers who were ecstatic at the spike in business. Locals engaged in tourism industry are happy as the footfall has increased, expanding opportunities for the tour operators.
लोग भी enjoy कर रहे हैं और यहाँ के लोग जो स्थानीय लोग जो काम कर रहे हैं उनके लिए भी बहुत बेनिफिट है और बहुत अच्छी स्नो हुई इस बार यहाँ पे कुफरी में.
During the winter months, people from plains of India throng the Himalayan regions to experience snowfall.
A fashion week in India showcased traditional Indian wear in vibrant colors. The collection defined sartorial elegance. In South Asia this evening, before we conclude the top stories once again. India's Congress and Samajwadi Party hold joint rally in coal-bound Uttar Pradesh province. Afghan CEO offers challenges power talks between President Ghani and regional leaders. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.